Hiya, I'm Moonsboom, and today I'll be playing Chapter 7 of Street Fighter 6 World Tour. So, in the spirit of Halloween, today's question is, what is your favorite candy? Answer in the comments below. On to the video. So I want to apologize for some of the lag I experienced in this beginning part of my recording. Not sure what was going on with my graphics at first, but it is what it is. I eventually make it to the subway station in which I use my Metro Pass, and on the subway I went on the train and had to fight a few enemies before getting to Urban Park. And once I reached Urban Park, I had this cutscene where it showed me all these cool stuff that's there. It showed me a bit of the mayor, who looks a lot like Escanor to me. And we also saw like the Thrasher. They even showed us what looked like the Majima Construction Company. And then we left off with seeing the stadium, and which we went to next. And inside the stadium I signed up for the Novice League, but to do that I had to do some qualifying matches. And the first person I fought was this Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, evil person archetype. And as you can tell, the graphics were not the best on this, very slow, but it's fixed later. Before I did my second qualifying match, I decided to do a little accessorizing, got me a hard hat as well. So this is the last guy. I decided not to show his match because it was really laggy like the last one. I then went back to the receptionist and she told me I qualified, and as I was exiting the stadium I met these two new characters.
Hey, you're here to enter the Novice League? You're strong. But I wonder, what is it you fight for? By the way, you aren't holding on to anything for someone, are you? I'm sure you're curious, but it's worthless to someone like you. Take my advice. You'd be better off forgetting about it.
Afterward, Lee Fin hits me up and asked me to help her out with something. So she basically asked me to help her find this Bow Bow Bro guy so she can get this all-you-can-eat voucher for a place. So I went on this little wild goose hunt around the city, but eventually I was able to find him after checking like 4 different places. And in the spirit of street fighting, we were fighting. And so he kept using this one move on me, which kind of sucked, but eventually I was able to beat him up pretty good. After getting back to Lee Fin with the pass, I asked her to help me kind of decode this little microchip thing. She agreed to help me out with that, but she needed some time, and one way for us to fill up that time is to do the tournament. So I decided to prepare a little bit, so I changed my style to DJ style, and I ended up getting a super art from him. So I'm over here practicing something that I am probably not going to use because, I don't know, inputs. So then the receptionist explains that once you enter the tournament, you can't leave it until it's over, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and enter it.
Channel Eternity! We're here today in Metro City, everyone. Where the best rookie fighters have gathered at Mike Hagar Memorial Stadium. I know Metro City has always had a penchant for fighting. But just look how fired up these fighters are. I wonder if any of them are up for a chat. The Novice League is all about finding new talent, which means everyone here is a first-timer, right? Doesn't that make you nervous?
Nerves are irrelevant. Losing isn't an option.
Stay tuned.
And as you can see, the stream starts soon. So the way this tournament would work is I would go up to the receptionist, she'll ask me like, are you ready to fight? And I would fight people. So I did 3 different matches. I didn't show the first one, but here's the second one right here. And as you can tell, my graphics and stuff actually work a lot better. We had to do at least 2 rounds with these people. I thought it was super cool that there was an announcer. That was something different and I didn't expect. And they refer to us as player 1 and player 2.
Player 2 chases them down, keeping them away. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
All come to this, folks. It's time for the final match!
And before we did that match, Lee Fin just wanted us to know that she has some information that's super important, but she's like, okay, just do your tournament first. So instead of talking to the receptionist, this time I go straight to the person I'm going to be fighting against. And he's just like, why are you fight? And we're going to destroy you and stuff like that, you know, the basics. So he was definitely a really tough opponent. He had like super defense or something. I don't know. I don't have a lot of upgrades because I just kind of play to play. And as you can tell, he was really giving me the beat down. And I had to like actually use the parries, which I remember Luke teaching us. So the reason why he was so difficult is because even after using all my parries, my person would get tired. And he ended up killing me a few times, but then I realized you can use items, and I was like, oh, okay. So I used an item, and whenever I would get tired like that, I would like try to zone him out, I guess, and fight my distance until I'm ready to parry again. So then I just wanted to show that the reason why I was able to beat him for real was because I was able to keep my distance, and he kind of just kept spamming the same move that does a lot of damage. So I spammed the same move too. After defeating him, the receptionist tells us, oh yeah, so the stadium's closed because danger. And I end up having an interview with Eternity, which went a little bit like this.
Let me get this straight. You wanted to know what it meant to be strong. So you just did some basic training and entered this tourney? Really? You're something else. I guess that means you've still got a lot of room to grow. Is that right? Unfortunately, it looks like the main tournament's getting canceled, but on the bright side, we were still able to bring you some exciting fights. And there's one thing for sure. After dominating the Novice League, everyone's gonna be waiting to see what this rookie does next. And with that, thank you everyone out there for joining us for the Novice League Tournament. I bet Mike Hagar himself was flexing his pecs in approval. I'm Eternity. See you later, kids. And don't forget to sub and like.
So this is all I have for this video. Do as Eternity says, like and subscribe, and until next time, see you guys later.